Okay, so here we go. We've got our yellow paper that's arrived, perfect colour match. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to knock up some glue in a minute and do this papier-mâché type thing. But I just want to draw your attention to getting the lines right before you actually start doing this. So, I mean, this is pretty good. I mean, you can see it's not perfect. So I shine this light across. But down here on the rails, there's a nice sort of flat edge. If I go down like this, you may be able to see it just here. Can you see that? Well, this is what you need to do. You need to look down the edge, just make sure. Now, just here where it says tools, you can see I've got a bit that's sticking out. So I'm just going to sand that down, and any other little bits that crop up. I mean, I know there's a couple of porridgey bits. There's one here, but we know we're just trying to make it surfable. We're not into restoration. We're actually going to use this. It's not for hanging on the wall and all that garbage. This is for proper surfing. So bear with me and we'll get cracking. Okay, I've sanded this little bit down here, and what I have noticed is there's a little bit of foam stuck just on the inside of the glass where I've cut it. So what I'm doing, I've got a box cutter, and I'm just scraping the blade, not this way but away, and that's just taking a layer of foam off, because you don't really want that. See, there's some foam just stuck there. Right, cover that. So if you just go around the edge, don't go too deep, obviously, because it'll create a hole. It'll either fill with resin or just be an air hole. So, gone along here pretty nice a bit there. It looks a little bit too proud, you know, because you don't want it too thin. Well, this thing takes quite a beating. I'll take this out when it's quite large, so you know, I want it to be really strong, because I know the conditions I've taken it out and I know what I do to it. So it's a miracle it's still alive in my hands, because I am quite heavy footed with the surfboards, I think it's fair to say. Here we go. Nearly there. You can see where that, well, you probably can't see, I'm probably out of camera, all my head's in the way. It's difficult doing it the other way around because I don't have much room. Anyway, that's it. You go around now, have a good look. Use a decent light as well. I've got one that's really similar, well, it's the closest you can get to natural sunlight available at the moment, but you've got to build them. But it's a particular LED that its spectrum is so similar to the sun, it's unreal. So much so that I'm going to see if I can set resin off with it, see if it's got the right spectrum for that. You never know, it's very close to the real thing. That's going really well, that is. That's just cleaning up. So yeah, you need to clean up along all the edges so you don't get any loose foam on there, because that will compromise with your resin. Like here, where there was a big hole, well, that's just packed out. That is brilliant. I just can't believe it. I mean, wow. I mean, don't look at the big hole there that I've left. Look at the hole I've filled. And again here, we can see where it has some major dings. I don't know what's happened to it, but wow. Okay, that's that bit done. I'm just going to pause you for a minute. Okay, right. I've just done that. I've just hooved it. And although it's not perfect, I don't care. There is surf today. It was brilliant yesterday. It was overhead. I think it was, it's probably about -2, -3 with the wind chill. I don't know, it's probably just about freezing. But amazing. Amazing surf, brilliant ride. So, look at this. How good is this? You only need one sheet at a time. Right. Oh, yes, sir. That is bloody perfect, that is. Right. So, the general idea is, save them for Ron, just in case I totally destroy these. We've got something else. That's how it works. Right, that goes like that, like that. 2 sheets of tissue paper. Wicked. Right, let's put that somewhere safe. Right. Over there. Well, that's astonishing. Not only is it pretty much the same colour, I mean that's just unreal. Well, it's going to show through any snot that's below, so it's just going to be a bit transparent. I can salt it a bit, I could spray it. All that's weight though, and I'm not interested in weight, I'm just interested in surfing, but yeah. Oh, and if you're wondering what all this orange stuff is on it, that was some paint that got put on part of the restoration, and I didn't do the restoration, but I'm going to sand that off. When I come to sand the deck down, I'll take the rest of it off. I've wet and dried most of it off, this is why it looks blotchy. But yeah, so we're going back to the original colour, which coincidentally is the same as this incredibly cheap tissue paper. I think I paid £2 for 5 sheets of this off eBay. It's 18 gram. It's got like a shiny, slightly shiny surface to it. So when we we've got our foam. Now where it's cut in half, it's got a series of half bubbles. So when I paint this glue in there, that's going to fill the bubbles partially. And sweep it back, it's going to sort of surround each bubble. It's going to get a coating of adhesive and it's got sort of going to be running down into the bubble. Now this is the clever bit. What we're going to do is put this tissue paper on dry, and what's going to happen is the adhesive is going to start leaching into the tissue paper, and it's going to close over the top of the open bubble, and as it just leaches into it, so it becomes nice and dark, and that'll be the whole. All of our glue will have sealed the entire deck, and this is my glue that I did with the vinegar and sugar, and although, you know, I mean, it's good. See, I can't tear it off, so that's good enough for me. All I've got to do is hold the polyester resin off, stop it sinking into the foam until I can get my UV light on it and cure it off. So in fact, here's a bit that I did. Here's some I did earlier. Now this, look, there we go. It's gone now, but that's pretty strong. That's what we're going to be doing. So, first things first. Method. Always work out how you're going to do it slightly, like I haven't, just before you do it. So make sure it all fits up and lines up all right. Now I was going to do one side and then do the other side, but it's come out like this, so we're going to do panels, and hopefully you won't notice a seam, but I am going to have to overlap it a tiny bit, but I don't think you'll see it because of the weight of the paper. Now, so if we do that now, after I've done this, I'll go and get it in a minute. Oh no, there's a bit of foam over there, we could use that. I would not touch it. You know, you need to have something. I mean, you could use foam, you know, so you could slide it down. I thought about tracing paper, you know, something like that, where you could just press it, because it's really delicate when it's wet. Obviously, it's tissue. Wet tissue is delicate. So, again, never done this before. Don't know anyone that has. Don't look at all the bubbles and holes that are left on the deck. I mean, it's not perfect. There's loads of holes in it, but it's got volume. It's got the right shape. So, before that, I mean, it was such a good board, but it just hurt your feet, and it wasn't right to surf, and it just felt wrong. So, right, good to go. Put this somewhere reasonably safe. There isn't anywhere. So what we're going to do is fold that over the end like that. And okay, so that need to paste down pretty much to where we go. Oh, to where my soldering iron is. There we go. Nice tidy kitchen, eh? So I'll put these up here. Now I'm going to knock up some glue, which I showed you how to do that in another segment, but I'm going to do that anyway now. But I'm going to switch you off because that is boring and takes a long time. So in a minute. Right. Well, I wish the glue I made the other day came out a bit more like this. Because this is brilliant. Look, like flubber. Don't know if you can see that. Really, can you see how that's pouring off the wooden spoon? Check that out. So it's like kind of like hot jam, alright? That's the viscosity that you want. So anyway, I'll chuck a link in this to how to make this stuff. So here we go. I don't see anyone do this. It could make or break my surfboard. I think, given the nature of it, I should be able to scrub it out. I'll let that cool down a tiny bit. I think I should be able to scrub it out, or wash it out pretty much, and dry it. I know it'll take a month or so if I've completely screwed it out. But anyway, you know, it's all about seeing what you can do for limited funds. And this hasn't cost much at all. The foam was, I don't know, £17, so maybe $20. And you know, using household stuff with the glue. Tissue paper's like nothing, $1. What else are we using? We're going to use some resin. That's not much. It really isn't much. LEDs, they're like $5 each. Less than that. £3.50 each. So, and we're going to be using drivers that are really easy to get, really cheap. The LED drivers are the same ones that you use in lampposts, but you get all up and down the cities and that sort of thing. So really cheap stuff, really easily available. But I'll show you how to knock up an LED UV resin curing light wand. Okay, that's going to be important because we're doing this indoors, and most people wait till the springtime, get out in the garden, clear the leaves away, fix their boards, but by then the waves are on you, so you need to have it done now. But because of coldness and all the rest of it, it is a problem. This is a way where I'm going to show you how you can build an instant curing thing, stick beams of light, so that you can fix your surfboard in the winter, or if you haven't got a garden, more notably. So right. This is our glue. It's very hot. Now, starting at the top, make sure you've got a loaded brush. Okay, here we go. Right, it doesn't spread quite as far as what I want it to. Just getting into the bits, so it's quite difficult. I'm going around the edges. I'm making sure I'm going around the edges, because we can always. Goes pretty good. Right, there's me soldering iron. Right, so that's the bit I've got to stop at. So actually, it does work all right once you get it going. Getting all over my t-shirt. Funny is, you can feel where you go over the bits where there isn't any. When you do this is, yeah, around a stringer, you don't want any of it to lift up, you want all of it to be covered. Okay. Right, we're getting to the moment of truth. Right, that's level with the thingy, what I'm talking about. Soldering iron. Right, now I'm going to try and do this. This is going to be hard. So, starting at the front. really gently lay her down. Come on girl, you can do it. I love this surfboard. Okay, right, it is possible to use your hand to move and lose one's bubbles, which I seem to have a few of, but not many. Now, the reason I'm doing this is really early in the morning. I don't know, it's got to be about 7 o'clock or something, because surf's pumping. It was yesterday, going again today, so I thought I'll do this now. Ah, look at that, cool. Running now around the edge. There you go, that's recommended. That's a bit wet. Right. Maybe get the other bit done first. Don't get too carried away. Look, you see, it does go off quite quick. Right. Okay, so give her a bit of a stretch. Oh, it's starting to frag a little bit on that edge. Not too bad though. Okay, that's its limitation. Right, that's a bit bollocks. So what I'm going to do, like any good DIY, just go over that. Another bit here. This is cool. I like doing this. Look. It's not big enough, that bit. Okay, it does go off quick. But it will survive. It's still damp, see, so it will. I love the way it's being bad news, just what I don't want it to be. Right, I've got to stop messing around with this and see what happens, I think. What I did want to do is get it all see-through. Oh, I've made a hole in it already. Stick something over that. Okay, have I got enough to do the rest? That's the question, isn't it? Right, yeah. Let's go for it. It's really just like snot. It's just really used up. It seems to be working though. That's what counts. Right, so put loads of snot all over this. We've got our sheet of, looks like snot but isn't. Right, look at that, we're on a tree. Right, I'm not so fussed about the ripples and lines this time. Just want to get it down and stuck because it obviously goes off super quick. Well, I can feel it underneath. That's not right. That's not what the doctor ordered. Big glob of snot underneath there, right. Hopefully I can still lay that. It could have been a bit too thick, that. Right. I know I should have switched the camera off while I did this, but it's all happening so quick, I couldn't. So, my real-time disaster, does it work or not? Well, I think it will work. It's no oil painting. And the paper's expanded, so hopefully this will pull a bit tighter. Because it looks like a pair of old task knickers at the moment, but we won't worry about that just yet. Even if it looks like task knickers. So, I'm using what I've got left. I'm just going to put some water in that. See if I can thin that tiny amount. And get up out of our snotty sludge. Yeah, there's something going on there, right. So, I'm going to switch you off now and I'm just going to sort this, come back. Okay. Well, about 15 minutes has gone on since I last was messing around. I've had a bit of bubbling, but I've got to just leave it and walk away from it and pretend that it's going to be fine, because one thing I've noticed, where is it? I had a roller, got hold of some tracing paper. It's going really well, but then it's stuck to the tracing paper. So you really need something, and I haven't thought about it, but what I should have done was get a piece of paper and paint it with a mixture of PVA and water. So, you know, it had a PVA face to it. Then we could have just, with the roller, squashed it flat, it wouldn't have stuck. So, anyway, I haven't got loads of surfboards to experiment on. So this is what we've got to do. So, I wouldn't try cutting it out when it's wet, because I tried doing that and it seemed to tear. The adhesive seems to be coming through the paper and drying out. It's drying out quite quick, and what I'm hoping is that it will get its tension back in the paper once it dries. But I'm really pleased. It doesn't look too bad, apart from having this yellow line. But never mind, I've got a yellow blob there, look. Let's get a bit of yellow. See, quite a lot of stuff comes through. I mean, you can touch it up with a bit of yellow paint, but I'm really not bothered. It's not about what it looks like, it's about what it goes like. So, but even now, that looks like a shape of a surfboard. Before, it was all hollowed out and bashed in, and the string was just gone. So now we've got a stringer back, got all this, and we're pretty much quids in. Even if it don't work, I'll get around it, you know what I mean? But wicked. I'm really pleased with that. I'll probably be really complaining next time I come on camera because it hasn't gone the way I wanted it to. But my intention was to let it dry out and then just sand around the edge, just sand the paper off. There's no point trying to scratch it off, just sand it. It's going to get sanded anyway. And we'll deal with the inside edge when we get there. But I reckon just cut that. Anyway, I'll come back when it's dry because I mean, they've even said on the radio how cold it is. It's well below freezing, and we've just got some. Well, it's about 4 foot perfect groundswell today. Offshore breeze, so a bit parky, but it's going to be good. So catch you later. Have a great day. Okay, well, I couldn't leave it alone. I've come back. It's drying off quite nice actually. But what I've done is started just scratching some of this tissue paper off because I had a thought that it might really stick to this, be a total pain in the arse to get off. So I've gone round with my nail, that was the best thing. Use the end of a peg, that worked pretty well. But where I've been, there are some bits where obviously you can see bits of white coming through and I have torn it. So what I've done, literally, is I've got a couple of bits of tissue paper, scissors, cut a few thin strips. It's not too bad, I don't really care. I'm not really looking at it. You're stamping all over it and smashing it to bits more like. Yeah. It's a tiny bit to, no, I'll draw that bit already. Right, let's do another one. Cut a tiny bit. Lovely job. Because I should be laying on my surfboard waiting for waves. I know it. Sometime in the future. Oh, you see, I'm lifting it up now. Touching it after you've put the glue on, not a good idea. Right. Now leave it. Another Jimmy Somerville. Right. Okay. Right, I'm going to leave it now and go surfing. So, let's go.